morning, everyone. First of all, myself Impana. I'm a GIS developer, and my education background is I obtained my master's degree in geology. But first, I started my programming and development experience a year ago. I'm also new to programming field. I'm having only 1 year of experience. When I started my career, I don't have even knowledge about coding. I don't know even how to start my programming journey. I started my programming journey at AGSRT Institute itself. And I'm proud to say I'm a AGSRT student in France. Now I'm working as a GIS developer in AGSRT. Okay, will you please tell me how many people having a awareness about GIS? What you know about programming? Guys, am I audible?
Yeah, actually, I have the experience and that I know the
What
GIS.
do you know about
I
programming?
sorry.
What do you know about programming field?
Actually, I was basically a computer science engineer. I
Okay.
done my MSc in computer science and CDAC and all those things.
Okay. Are you work any GIS company?
Yeah, I work with the MP online.
Yeah. Okay.
So they are
That's
working in,
good.
yeah. So over there, I work with the open layer and that .NET
Yeah. Yeah.
and JavaScripts and all those things.
Yes.
So at that time, the Python was not that much actually, popular.
Yeah. Nowadays we are using for GIS processing and all. Python is actually we are using more. Actually, that is actually
Exactly.
mainly important for us.
Yeah, exactly. Apart from that, it is the open source also, so that's why we don't need to
Yes.
spend
Yes.
money for
That in actually in AI
it.
and ML field also we are using Python itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yes, sir.
So how it can help us to in the career actually? I just
Yes,
want to
sir.
know because I left that.
Yeah. If you want to know about Python or else JavaScript, if you want to enroll in GIS software, there is actually certain courses is there. In our coaching center only, they are providing some training and all. If you are interested, you can join AGSRT Institute. It is actually available in Google and all the what are all the courses is available, the course and content, everything is actually in the dashboard.
Okay.
You can check there also.
So this institute in Bangalore, I think. No?
Yeah, I'm in Bangalore.
Okay.
Okay.
So because I did some course from other institutes, but they haven't helped me to get the job actually. So
Yeah,
that's
here
I
there
am
is
not.
placement actually guarantee is also there.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyway, thank you. So you can start and let me see.
Okay, okay, so we'll start with it.
Thank you.
Okay. Is it visible for you guys? Hello?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, no.
I didn't hear anything. Sorry for that. I guess now it is visible, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the main thing of this webinar is actually how we start our career as a GIS developer or a GIS programmer and what are all the software we have to learn and how we have to upgrade our skills beyond that and what are all the skills companies are asking and what are all the programming language we have to learn. This is actually our main goal to take the webinar. We have to be giving us some awareness about the programming and how we have to enroll in the development role, GIS development role, and what are all the advanced technology is there inside the GIS. That and all we have to learn in today's webinar. For the introduction. ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, sorry for the interruption. We'll go to the session. Okay. Yeah. Firstly, we have to know how we can enroll in a development group. As of now, actually, someone is, I thought so, someone is not knowing GS. That's why we have to start with what is the important in GIS, why we choose GIS as a career, what is the use of to choose the GIS in our career. First of all, GIS advanced modelage that is focused on the industry thing, specialized position and strategic career planning for seasonal professionals in order to give through understanding of the opportunities and its difficulty and growth of the potential in GIS job. It is nothing but if we want to enroll in a GIS role, that time GIS having an advanced model that is focused on mainly it is focused on the industry trend. For example, smart city development, traffic and transport optimization, and the main and foremost important thing, integration of GIS with AI and ML. As we know, AI is actually running the whole world. GIS is also integrated with AI and ML. In a sense, we can do some GIS processes tasks like image segmentation and image classification for doing the NVLC and image recognition for particularly when we are actually highlighting the build up or else dead trees, we can do with the integration of AI and ML. And the specialized position in the GIS, there is certain specialized position is there. For example, GIS Analyst, GIS Developer, and remote sensing specialist, and spatial data scientist. Using machine learning and spatial data scientist is nothing but using machine learning and statistical tool to analyze the geospatial data. And the most important role in GIS is GIS Architect. Architect is actually, if you are knowing all the software, then the person is going to be architect. If you are aware about all the software in cloud platform or else in web platform or else in developing role like back end, front end, then that person we called it as a architect. And having a in companies they are having a lot of salary packages and all. Once we are entering into the corporate company, we have to upgrade skills for how to interact with teams and how to communicate with the clients and how to take the decision and all. We have to make plans for improving our upgrade skill, and we have to know which role having a more scope. As per that only we have to relearn and we have to upgrade our skill, and then we have to start to move on that role. Actually nowadays actually GIS advantages technologies that is actually merging with everywhere, like a banking or else defense field. Everywhere we are using the GIS for GPS sensor and IoT sensor. That and all providing the real time data, and it is integrating with the GIS processes. After that it is giving alerts. Then we have to take some decisions and all. Okay. Then global scope of GIS. What is the global scope of GIS? Okay. Firstly, energy optimization, autonomous navigation, and precision agriculture. For example, these three actually technologies, energy optimization or as autonomous navigation, how it is actually interconnected technology. These three technologies are interconnected technology. It tells the efficiency of agricultural practice. For example, if you are consider one autonomous track that is connected with GPS and sensor. Like if you are you just think IoT sensor, what it is providing the real-time data. Okay, that and all it is actually optimizing the energy consumption. What it is planning, it is selecting some particular route, and it is helpful for planting or with harvesting the crop. That in that cases we are actually using the GIS. That is actually one global scope. The second is global GIS opportunity. Global GIS opportunity, there are certain trends is there in global job opportunity. I already told you, right? There are certain standardized position is there, like analyst, developer. There is a lot of opportunity is there to enroll in GIS. Okay. Then when we are coming to the GIS specialties, for example, I already told you integration with emerging technology. Emerging technology in the sense AML or else something. or as urbanization and smart city concept, health and epidemic response. How it is actually GIS is helpful for this situation? I'll give one example. For example, we can identify and monitoring the spread of some virus, like in a year of ago, COVID-19 actually we suffered a lot. In that cases, what we have to do with GIS, using GIS, can use it to track the viruses. If there is any viruses in, using GIS, we have to track that viruses, and it is enter city and it harms a lot. Actually, COVID-19, what it happened, it is actually it is enter into a city and it harms lot of actually we face issue. Okay, like that, is there any virus scheme? Using GIS technology, we can identify the spread pattern, how it is spreading. Using some GIS processing tools, we can identify the spread pattern and affected area. These technology and all is helpful for taking a decision. What we have to take for if the any viruses came, we have to give we have to lock down somewhere some of the region. That and all it is actually very helpful for the global. Okay. Then, what is the advanced GIS career? Advanced GIS career path. Okay. Advanced GIS career pathway is actually what it is mentioned. First point is actually develop customized GIS application tools and workflow. GIS customized application tools and workflow. These and all designed to meet specific user needs. For example, client is asking something to give, but in our software there is no tool based on the client requirement. For example, I created one tool, that is QGIS tool. What client has, he is actually given one date, one raster data he given, and he is asking to find out, he is asking to find out the valid data inside the raster image. That time I just created one tool. I will show that tool. After that I will show that tool. For that cases and all, we are actually using the programming for developing the software. So this is actually okay. I will show that tool. Then it will let you know. Okay. Here I guess my screen is visible, right? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Here I just created one tool. This is actually based on client requirement. I just created. Okay. Here we can create based on the okay. Okay. What it is doing is actually this tool. It is loading the raster data. It is loading the multiple raster data. Okay. And it is actually in this data there is some valid, like no data pixel is there. No data pixel is nothing but there is some transparent pixel is there. That raster data there is some transparent pixel is there. I don't want the no data region. I want only the valid pixel inside the raster data. Because of that task, I just created this one raster area calculator. This is actually what it is doing. This is calculating the valid region, valid pixel inside that boundary. I'm just generating, after that I'm just generating one CSV report. Okay, I'm just saving here. Okay, okay, I'm just running it. Here, the data output is actually generating. When we are opening the CSV file, that time it is actually we have to we can actually upload the multiple data at once, and we have to calculate in the single pixel area. Then what we are doing, we are actually counting the how many pixel is there, how many valid pixel is there. Then I just calculating single pixel area into the total pixel count. Then I get the total area of the valid pixel of one day. Like that I just did lot of data. Okay, we have to automate using this tool, and we are actually like that. We have to. Hello.
Yeah, excuse me, ma'am. Can you zoom it? Actually, I cannot see it.
This one value or
Yeah, no, actually, the whole screen is visible
yeah.
because from my side, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Now it is visible for you.
Okay, I think it's okay. No issue. Please,
Okay.
you continue.
Okay. This one tool is clear for you, right? This is actually how we are creating the tool based on the, for example, only I am showing. This is actually client given one task for calculating the valid pixel inside the raster data. Because of that reason only I created this tool. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Okay. I'm going to the next topic. Okay, like that we have to create tools. Yes, we have to. Likewise, we have to create a tool in QGIS, or else we have to develop application in like a GeoServer, Azure, Table, or AWS, or else Mapblog, Leaflet. Like that, we have to develop the software in the GIS developing role. Then analyze. Next point is actually we can analyze and interpret the data from satellite, drone, and aerial photography in the defense field. Okay, for example, we can create based on the user that and all we can create based on the user defined criteria. Okay, for example, in defense field, while detecting the sudden attack from the enemy country, that time IoT sensor and all that help us to detect missiles within a specific zone. If there is any unwanted or specific inside that zone, if there is any unwanted or else some missile system, that sensor identify that missiles, and once it detects the direction and passes the counter missiles, it is actually what it is happening. If there is any enemy country it suddenly attack to our country, that time using IoT sensor and all, we have to detect the missile, and suddenly it is actually passing the counter missile and it is crashed in the with out of the zone only. That is actually for that cases and now GIS is actually plays a vital role. Okay, okay. Then use big data and machine learning to analyze spatial data set and derive predictive insight. This is actually if you are having the huge amount of data like 2000 raster file and all, we can build one model using machine learning algorithm like Scikit, TensorFlow, and OpenCV library. Using that library, we can build one model and we can identify the some flood affected area or else some build up. Like that, we have using GIS technology, we have to analyze all the data. Okay. Then, okay. Last point is design and oversee the implementation of enterprise level GIS system. This is nothing but this is actually telling if we are designing for the urban planning and all that time we are using the enterprise level application. Enterprise level application in the sense we can design the data using the advanced tools and we can upload that data in the ArcGIS online or else GeoServer and QGIS server. Like that enterprise level GIS application they are used for actually serving the data inside one particular platform. Okay, this is actually advanced GIS career. Okay, these are all actually advanced GIS technologies. Okay. Then what are all the application of GIS particularly? Okay. What are all the application is done? Okay. Okay. Firstly, environmental management. Environmental management, it is also like using satellite images or else some sensor images. We can collect real-time data and we can monitor why the forest is going to be destroyed, why the animals are going to be endangered, and why the animals are migrating to the another place. That and all we have to use satellite imagery or else some IoT sensor to detect that actually detect the path why it is actually like that it is actually GIS that in that time it is actually placing a vital role. Okay. Next application is infrastructure and urban planning. Okay. Infrastructure and urban planning in the sense smart city development and traffic management we are using the GIS. Then application in defense and security. We already discussed one military incident, right? Like that we are using the lot of cases we are using the GIS. Okay. Then next thing, why should we learn programming in GIS? This is actually our main concept. Why should we start to learn programming in GIS? What are all the advantages is there? If we learn programming inside GIS, what are all the things is there? Okay. First, okay. Firstly, why we have to? We can you can ask the question also. Like RCS is also there, QGS is also there. There also we can do analysis and all. Why should we need programming in here? That is nothing but programming that is help us to customize it too. For example, in QGS also there is lot of tooling there. The thing is, if you are doing the task multiple times using coding, we are actually we can automating the task, or else we have to customize the workflow. The main thing the software are designed to meet the specific user needs. Basically, while creating the tool or models, tools or models, it is helpful to reach client's requirement. Okay. Firstly, knowing the ecosystem of GIS programming. Okay. First, we are learn programming. We are a programmer. Okay, in GIS is for understanding the broader ecosystem. Okay, we are learn programming in GIS. It is for actually understanding the broader ecosystem. We have modern geospatial technology like advanced technology and all. As we know, GIS is not about learning desktop and software like AGS and QGIS. It involves complex data processes like automation and integration with other technology like bank sector while we are maintaining the security and all. There we are actually using the GIS and we have to do program to secure the bank thing and all. Okay. Then next thing is automation and optimization in GIS programming. Okay. Automation, the batch processing of shaper, like we have to automating the task. That time we are using the automation and optimization in technology. This is nothing but there is actually uh, if you are doing the automation or an optimization in GIS programming, there are played a very crucial role, like for streamlining the geospatial workflow, and it is reducing the time itself, and it's enhancing the efficiency of workflow by automating the repetitive tasks. For example, using software, you can layout or design the map once, but while doing the automation code, we can plot a layout of particular map. We can generate 100 maps at a time using some condition using coding. Then it allows GIS program to handle the complex processes and large data set more effectively. Okay, there actually automation and optimization and automation in GIS is actually helpful for the programmer or as developer lot for this kind cases and all. Or else if you are doing the NGVI automation, or else if you are doing the some task like clipping, we have to do for multiple area. That time we are creating one model and we are actually looping that one model and we have to run the process. That time we have to do particular tasking at a one time. Okay. Then next thing, development of custom GIS application. For creating the QGIS plugin with Python and C++ framework and all, it is helpful for our workflow. Okay. I already show one QGIS plugin example, right? That like that we have to create a tool for based on the client requirement. Okay. Development of web GIS application. Development of web GIS application is nothing but if you want to design some software like in GeoServer or as Azure or as Mapbox, that time we have to develop in the web. At that time and all we have to learn like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Like that we have to learn. Okay, using R5 to create unique geoprocessing tool like in ArcGIS. ArcPy it is nothing but it is a Python library. that is licensed version. That is not actually open source. That is actually licensed version. We are using ASPI for geoprocessing tools. Okay. Like that also we have to actually using that inbuilt library to we can do lot of geoprocessing tasks. Okay. Next is combining emerging technology. How the GIS is emerging with the modern technology. Firstly, utilizing scikit-learn and TensorFlow to create predictive spatial models. For example, this and all scikit-learn, TensorFlow, and OpenCV, these are and all actually uh, machine learning model. Using that, what we are doing, we are actually creating one model using the scikit-learn and the TensorFlow. And what we are doing after that, we have to, for example, for client given one task, for example, you have to identify build-ups or a settlement inside our study area. That time we can actually what the GIS processes there like supervised classification and taking training model and all. This is time more time. Actually for one data, two data we can do, but 1,000 of data or 2,000 data we can actually done with using the GIS software and all. That time what we are doing using the model machine learning algorithm library, we can actually creating one model and we have to learning 2,000 like that of data. It is actually helpful for when we are having the huge data and all. Application in resources tracking and land management. Okay. Okay. For example, if you are actually for consider Ola or some company, uh, Uber, Ola, like that. Previously, what they are using, they are actually for navigation purpose. They are actually referring some online. They are paidly. They are paying somewhere, and they are actually maintaining the Google Map and all. That time it is actually killing the time and all. What they are did after that Ola and all, they are creating own GIS map, and what they are doing if someone is ordered, it is actually helping GPS technology. We can track the order and we can easily deliver the order. Okay, that time and all actually GIS actually is very helpful. That time and all we can use programming itself. Okay, incorporating Mapbox or leaflet .gs to create dynamic map. Okay, if we are creating the dynamic map, we can use Mapbox leaflet. This is actually web platform. We can create a map or if we have to upload map. In there we have to style the map itself. Okay, these are all actually web framework. Okay, using using Flask and Django, this is actually RESTful API. This is actually used for the geographical services. The last, it is actually most important thing, Azure, Google Cloud, and AWS for processing the and storing the geographical data. For example, if you're having 1,000 types of data, or else you can't store the data inside the directory or else inside the software. That time what we are using some database system. We are actually database management system. It is actually we are storing the data in one particular software. Database is nothing but collection of data. If you are having 1,000 of data, that time we have to store one software. Like that one, like sum of software is there. Actually PostgreSQL, PostgreSQL, that and okay. We have to store the data. Hello?
Ma'am, actually, I just want to know what kind of database are you using to because this usually we use that QGIS, which is open source,
Yes.
and
Beyond
I
that,
think
we
we
are
have
using
to.
ArcGIS Pro, GIS Map. Not only we are using whereas Jira, GAS, and all, we are actually sending the data from there also. Or else PostGIS bundle extension is there. Actually, in PostgreSQL itself, PostGIS bundle extension is there. Using that, what we are doing, we are connecting with QGIS for actually uploading the data and all. We are using the QGIS itself. Okay. Or else actually in ArcGIS, so that is ArcGIS online is there. We have to store the data itself also. Okay, there is no need to PostgreSQL and all. For open source, we are using the PostgreSQL and some key software. This Azure and all, this is actually used for serving the data. This is not for storing the data. Storing the data, we are using the PostgreSQL and like that software. Sir, is it clear?
For storing the data, you are using.
PostgreSQL. So for actually beyond software, QGIS we are using. That is also open source. Hello?
Okay, I know that front end is you are using QGIS, you are using PostgreSQL as a
Yeah.
back end. I just know you are saying that you are for the surveying purpose you are using PostgreSQL. So what about storing the data as you told? That's what I want to know.
Storing the data as a tool. You are asking how we can store the data as a tool, right?
PostgreSQL database are you using for storing the data?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Using Azure, Google Cloud, this and all actually, after the storing the data, we have to do analysis like in open source libraries is there for analyzing raster or library. Using that or else GDAL, GRASS or else QGIS inbuilt technology, we can after that what we are doing, after we have to processing the data, after that uh, we have to store the data in particular platform. That is actually for giving the client directly. AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, these and all actually server, we have to upload the data inside there. Okay. This is actually combined emerging technology with GIS. Okay. Then what are all the earning potential in GIS? Okay. For example, if you are in GIS Analyst tool, the main responsible is to if you are creating the data, if you are creating some data or else analyzing some data and managing some geospatial data or else to support some decision making and project development or reporting. That and all actually roles and responsibility comes under GIS Analyst. And what are all the software we have to must and know about that one? ArcGIS Pro, this is actually actually this is open, this is a licensed one, and it is actually having ISRI, the company having this one license, and they only created the ArcGIS Pro software. QGIS, this is actually open source. ArcMap is actually running by ISRI. Okay, what are all the salary expectation we have to actually expect? Actually, in ISRI, remote sensing institution and CN, these and all companies, they are actually giving fresher itself 3.5 to 5.5 LPA. Okay. This is actually for coming under GIS analyst. When you are a GIS analyst, then you can earn 3.5 to 5.5 LPA. Okay. Or else if you are having a say GIS technician. Technician is nothing but we have to know about or else Python, GeoServer, and same as CSS. That at that time we have to earn 2.5 and 4.5 LPA easily. Infosys and Wipro that is actually giving 2.4 and 4.5 LPA. Okay, this is actually what are all the roles and responsibilities there. Okay, GIS technician support the creation and maintains and upgrade of geospatial data set and map for creating the data and maintaining the data and updating the data and updating the geospatial data. This and all actually we are doing in GIS technician role. So those are okay. Okay. Okay, GIS developer as a developer, it is having a responsible for designing the software or else developing the one software and maintaining the geospatial application and tools to analyze and visualize and managing the spatial data effectively. For example, if you are become a developer, first we have to know about what are all the software is available like open source and licensed version. For example, in open source, QGIS is there. For licensed version, ArcGIS Pro and ArcGIS is there. After that, Python, why we need Python in developing tool? For doing the backend process like geoprocessing and all, we need Python. After that, PostgreSQL and PostGIS are using Python or SQGIS, they have to connect with the database, PostgreSQL database using the PostGIS bundle extension. After that, storing the data, we are doing the processes using some open source library. After that, we are serving the data inside the GeoServer platform. Okay. What we have to expect salary range for pressure in the topmost company like Accenture, Trimble, they are actually giving 4.5 to 6.5 MPS packages. Okay. Then GIS specialist, it is actually what having a roles and responsibility. A GIS expert collects and analyzes and visualizes geospatial data. It will support to decision making across industrial like urban planning, environment, and transportation. The main GIS specialist role is actually we have to uh, if you are becoming a leader specialist or a remote sensing specialist, that time actually we have to know about ArcGIS Pro, QGIS, and ArcMap, ArcGIS Online, ArcGIS Enterprise, AWS, like that softwares and all. Okay, what we have to earn? Salary range for fresher in GIS specialist role. You can earn 4 to 6 LPA easily in the company Jacob and Atkins and all. Okay. Okay. Lastly, GIS architect role. This is actually a very huge role. If you have become a GIS architect, you have to know all the software like ArcGIS Pro, QGIS, .NET, ArcGIS Online, ArcGIS Enterprise, Python, GeoServer, PostgreSQL, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and C Sharp, C++. C Sharp and C++ actually QGIS also C++ framework actually. Like that, we have to create a software. We have to know about C++ and C Sharp. Okay. In that, we have to earn 8 lakh to 12 lakh package for fresher itself. IBM and Oracle, they are actually paying for fresher itself 8 to 12 LPA. Okay. 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 The next thing is why switch from GIS analyst to GIS developer role. Okay. Why the people are actually shifting from GIS analyst to GIS development role? What are all the advantages is there? We'll discuss. Okay. Firstly, okay, main advantages is to expanding our career opportunity using modern technology. And we have to earn more compared to the analysis role. We have to earn more in the GIS development role and understanding the evolution of GIS role. Okay. First, what is the key distribution between the GIS developer and GIS analyst role is GIS analyst role, what are all the responsibilities that reporting, spatial analysis, and data visualization is a part of GIS analyst role. But while coming to the development role, we have to automate the task or else we have to modify the tool and we have to create the tool and application development is a part of the and we have to develop the application. These are all actually part of the development work. Okay, as we are a developer, I'm giving one advice like when we are enrolled in the programming role, we are working like a human brain, no vision idea of interacting with the modern technology. It is actually best platform to build our career in the innovative way. Okay. Okay, next one is actually advantages of becoming a GIS developer. If you are in a GIS developer role, what are all the advantages is there? First, we have to earn, first and foremost thing, we have to earn more compared to analysts. We are recognized with good respect in society. That is only most important thing, right? Okay, then automatically increase our scope and demand in our career in component solution and web development in GIS. Okay. Okay. Next is the future importance of GIS programmer and developer. What is the future importance and what is the important what is the important things is there? If you are become a programmer if you're in a development role, what are all the future importance is there? Firstly, the GIS programmer and developer are crucial in creating and improving the software tools and application that having a more power and future in GIS system such as urban planning, environmental management, and disaster response. And the GIS technology like integration with IoT sensor and database using this technology, we can collect real-time data. And it is helpful for taking decisions. For example, if you are to place the sensor nearby the flood area during the flood disaster happen, it will helpful for giving alert for the temple. Then we can take decisions and all these things. Okay. Then how to become a GIS architect? Okay. First of all, core responsibility of the GIS architect means we are leading the whole team. They are having a more responsibility for the project and all. They are developing end-to-end solution, including spatial database, web services, and application framework, and they are actually working on cloud platform itself. Okay. Okay. Firstly, integration expertise. Integration expertise is nothing but ERP, CRM, ERP, and that is all integrated with the GIS. ERP in the sense enterprise resource planning, and CRM in the sense customer relationship management. IoT platform and the cloud environment, and BIM is integrated with GIS. This and all actually these and all actually roles and responsibility of the architect. Okay, innovation means they are leveraging with emerging technology like AI and ML, and using big data to create forward thinking like GIS solutions. Okay, okay. Then what is a cloud and infrastructure skill? Okay. Implementing GIS on the cloud platform like AWS, Azure. Azure is actually cloud computing platform and services provided by Microsoft. It offers a wide range of cloud services, including computing, storing networks, databases, artificial intelligence, and more. It provides more things, okay? And Google Cloud, okay? Next thing is actually Docker and Kubernetes. Docker it is actually simplifies the creation and shading of the application environment. Kubernetes is used for developing the cloud native application. Okay. Then cloud platform or environment provided by cloud services. First of all, what is cloud platform? It is nothing but it is provided by cloud services that offers a range of resources and services such as computing power, storage, networking, database, and more over the internet, accessing computer resources as needed without using the physical hardware. We are using actually if we are in cloud platform, we have to earn more time. Okay. Okay. And lastly, what are all the roles of GIS developer in modern industries? Okay, firstly, application development, we already discussed. There is a lot of things is there. If you are developing the application like web, like a Geo server, that is also one web server. And AWS is already developed. Like that, we have to create one web or as a server. Like that, we have to work in application development phase. Workflow and automation, we already saw that okay, automation things streamline repetitive tasks like data cleaning or some process, geoprocessing, it is and all cleaning, spatial join and overlay, these are all actually GIS processing. Using automation, we have to reduce our time and we have to reduce our workflow and all. These and all automation things we can using programming like languages such as Python and JavaScript. And API integration, it is actually develop and integrating the APIs to connect GIS system with other enterprises too. Okay. Then customization enhancing existing GIS software by developing plugins or else by creating a plugin, extension and custom functionality. Okay. Data management and processing tool. Okay. Handling the large scale data, and we have to store in certain database management software and ensuring the data accuracy, and it is actually maintaining the consistency of the data. Okay. Okay. At lastly, I wish to show one example in C. This is actually code is built for analyzing and wait, I'll show. Okay. I think this is visible for everyone, right? Google Earth Engine platform. Hello? Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
It is
Yeah. Firstly, this is actually code is built for analyzing and visualization changes in the NDVI over specified region of time. Okay, here what I did, I created one user interface tool. Here I created one NDVI analysis tool, and here I just actually generating the report. Okay, okay. Okay. Here I'm just going to explain some part of the code. What are all the several steps into? Okay. First of all, this module is created for the calculation of the NDVA, and based on the NDVA output, we are classifying the line count. Okay. First, what we are doing in this code, we are actually calculating the NDVA analysis. After that, we are actually using the NDVI analysis like ranges. We are classifying the NDVI output into 5 classes. After that, we are actually generating the, after that, we are giving the classes names. Then we are actually calculating the area at last. Actually, I created two user interface tool. One is for actually analysis. This is actually showing the time series. Okay. Here it is generating the report. So if you are touching here, it is actually generating the report of that year, and it is generating the map itself. Okay. It is taking time to load. Okay. If you are actually clicking here, it is actually generating the report, and it is actually showing the output here. Okay. 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 Firstly, actually here in this part of the code, what is the purpose of creating of this set of code? It is actually removing the cloud pixel from the Landsat image or something. First part of the code, it is actually removing the some clouds cover and all. Using the QA pixel band, this using this tool too, it is helpful for identify cloud pixel based on the bitwise operation like binary operation. Then NDVI calculation function. Okay. Here we define one NDVI calculation function. This is actually we created because of highlighting the vegetation and density in our study area. Each function is help us to compute NDVI for each image in the collection using the layer and red band. Okay. Then I'm just filtering the image. This is actually used for taking the images like this part of it is using the Landsat image based on the studying area. What it is happening, it is filtering the satellite images. Okay. So then, okay. Then what it is happening, it is actually this map function. Here we use some map function. It is actually, oh, okay. This part of the code is actually applies the cloud masking and add the NDVA band to each image. Okay, this part of the code, first part of the code is actually we use for cloud masking, and second part of the code we are actually use for add NDVA band inside the images. Okay, then after that, so some part of the code is actually having a lot of steps. I can't even actually explain the all steps because we having not that much enough time. Okay. After that, this part of the code, it is actually hand taking the individual classification. After that, it is classifying the 5 classes. Based on the classes, we are highlighting the color. Color. We are using the color palette to highlighting the portion of the image. After that, what we are doing based on the color, we are actually giving the name. Like for first class, we are giving the urban. Second class, we are giving the barren land. And third, for we are highlighting the grassland. And fourth, for highlighting the herbaceous forest. And last one, dark green, it is actually used to highlighting the dense forest and all. Okay. And I created some user interface itself. Here only I created some user interface. This is actually for creating the user interface inside the Google Earth engine. Here we didn't actually use the apps and all. We directly created the user interface using the programming in itself. And I uploaded some of the buttons. After that, if I touch that button, click on the button, it is actually the map is loading, and it is generating the output. Actually, it is calculating the area in the percentage, and it is actually showing the result here. Okay. Okay. And the next thing is actually I already showed that one plugin. How we are actually creating the plugin under we are using these two tools. Actually in QGIS only there is two tool is there. This is actually for creating the plugins and all. After that creation of plugin, we have to configure that plugin. That time we are using the plugin reloader. Using these two functions too, we are actually helpful to create the plugin. And that second is thing is that QGIS widget. QGIS actually. Okay. Okay. Qt designer with QGIS widgets. It is actually helpful to plotter widgets. Here I created some of the widgets, right? If you are want to creating the widget, we can actually create with the help of the Qt designer. Okay, that is actually QGIS software. Okay. Okay. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any question about what we have discussed? So, actually, we discussed about some of the thinking. I know some of the people won't get who and all don't know anything about GS. That person all I think so they won't get. Will you please ask if you have any doubt?
Ma'am, actually, I just want to know whether you are offering some course regarding to all these things actually.
That is not actually offering. We are actually giving awareness about the programming field and developing field, and we are not actually offering for coaching and all. If you want, you can so. Like,
I'm not getting. Means you are providing some kind of course.
Sorry,
yeah,
Impana,
okay, sir.
I can answer that.
Yeah, okay.
The Piyush Mithun here from AGSRT.
Yeah.
Yeah, we provide this kind of courses, Google Earth Engine, and PostgreSQL, Python Geospatial libraries for the development side.
Hmm. Fine.
Okay.
Fine. So how long it will take to complete this course? Because you are also providing that kind of, that job placement guarantee. Because I'm looking for a job. You can say that's all.
There is nothing called job guarantee. We will help you out to get
You for the job.
placement assistance will do. And
Okay.
we also work on the production. So if you are really good on the programming, and because we will have a final test, which you have to score minimum 60%. Based on that, we will help you out to get placed.
Okay.
Yeah. So we do have a programming team. So sometimes we hire our own students after the training. So it's like
Um,
internal hiring also we do.
yeah, I hope we will provide some sort of internship and all because if we are learning the things.
Yes. Internship is very important here, and that is what um, without internship, even you won't be able to get
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
hired in
What
the companies. Yeah, because that is a ensure setback. The companies are now expecting that just doing the course that too. Like if you are not from a computer science background, first time if you're touching programming, yeah, you need time. You need internship, hands-on experience to get placed.
okay.
Yeah, we provide
What
that
is the
in the research projects.
duration?
Duration is going to be around 4 months, including the latest software of AGSRT, QGIS, and Python, IPy, and Python other libraries like GeoPanda, Rastrio, NumPy, machine learning concept, and
Hmm.
then PostgreSQL, PostGIS extension, Google Earth Engine, GeoServer.
Hmm.
Yeah, so this is a complete package. It's almost we're covering the architecture level of GIS.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
what we are now touching is JavaScript API. The reason is if you are new to programming, it's going to be very difficult to learn two languages at a time. So Python is very important for GIS analysts than JavaScript, because JavaScript where you are completely moving to the web development. So here like it's like 70-30, 30-10 percentage you can use it.
No, I'm asking about duration means 3 months, four
Duration is
months,
4 months. 4 months.
Okay.
4 months. We take 2 to 4 hours per day class.
Okay. 4 months you okay. So daily basis you will take the class.
Yeah, Monday to Friday.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, sir. Actually, someone is asking question. Could you please provide us this code? Mahi Patel, what code you are asking?
I think Google Earth Engine code.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean after this section, we'll create a WhatsApp group, and
Yeah,
we'll
sure.
definitely share the content which may help you guys.
Uh, okay. Karthik, he also asked the same thing. And ma'am,
Hello, ma'am.
okay, okay, will you please tell me?
Ma'am, I'm Archana. I am currently a GIS developer trainee in AGSRT Trivandrum. First of all, thank you for this informative session and thank you AGSRT for arranging such a informative webinar.
Okay,
Ma'am, I
okay.
have a couple of questions. First of all, as a trainee, the first thing we need is a good resume. So, what are the things or what are the kind of projects that I should include to showcase my skills to be a good potential employee for the post? And secondly, how did you manage the transition from a beginner level to advanced GIS developer? What was your turning point?
Okay, okay, okay. First, when I came to actually AGSRT, that time I don't have any knowledge about coding and all. When I came here, then only I learned so many things like programming and all. After that, actually, I joined one company. Here, I got a placement from AGSRT itself. After that, I worked the company. I just enrolled as a developer, like QGIS plugin and some C++ like QGIS like software. We actually worked a lot of project over there. After that, for some that is actually startup because of that reason I didn't actually work more actually months and all. After that, I again joined to AGSRT. Now I'm just handling the project as well as the training part itself. It is actually yeah, actually I have only knowledge about as a developer. I'm having a knowledge about Python, SQL, PostgreSQL, and Geoserver, and ACS software, and QGIS. That only are having a prior knowledge. As actually developer, if you are enrolled in a developer, that is actually I guess enough for that role. This is your actual question, right? Hello.
Yes, ma'am, and about the resume, what are the things that we add as a skill to get placed?
Okay, okay. That time we have to add if you want to go enroll in a developer, first and foremost thing for in GIS role, there's a relaxing Python, ArcGIS and ArcGIS Pro software and QGIS. Other than a lot is GeoServer, PostgreSQL because that is actually like a link code. If you want to doing some processes like we need Python and all geo processing tools and all. After that, if you are adding the data or storing the data, that time we have to learn about database system. After that, if you are uploading the data in some web, that time we have to knowing about web application like GeoServer and all. That is like link time. That's why we have to learn the three software. It is most and important in GS developer role. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. So, for applying for such posts like GIS developer and all, do we have to follow the same ATC form, resume format, or just no, normal resume is enough?
We have to actually make one proper actually resume format for that developing role and all. We have to make one proper format actually. This format is there. If you want, I will share my resume after this session. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you for
Okay.
that info.
Okay. Okay. Hello.
Yeah, may I speak to Madam, sir?
Yeah, Datta.
Yeah, this is Piyush actually.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So actually, I just want to discuss with you that actually I was working, or you can say that that's 5 6 year ago I was working with GIS. I did a lot of work. I have created some, as I discussed with the lady also. So I just want to know whether I will come back in this field because I have, experience regarding to that, some knowledge also. And it will be better if I will share my resume with you. You can just go through it. You can find out. So it
Yeah,
will help me a lot.
sure, we can have a personal discussion regarding this. Maybe after this webinar, we can
Yeah.
have a call
Yeah.
and I can help you out with this.
Yeah. So at least I can have idea that after doing this course and suppose if I'm going back, if that will be good or not. Otherwise,
No, no, this industry booming in India. So I'll tell you, geospatial, even the central government is investing a lot of money for geospatial development in India because we are still in the beginning stage compared to developed countries. And that is our scope. I mean, when people, I mean, you take any technology, you have a lot of competition, but in this technology, if you have right skill, you can actually make good money and good career.
Yes. Thank you, madam. I will discuss with you. I'll share my resume also.
Sure, sure, definitely I'll help you.
I'll do. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Sir, will you please tell me one person is asking for course content and all, what are all the things is there?
Who is that?
That one, Datta Singh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Piyush, I think we will personally contact you because those who are interested towards our course, we anyway have all the numbers. So we will message you and we can discuss further because we have different variety of course. So books start from 10,000 rupees to 85,000 based on the skills and programming things. The price will vary. So we can actually discuss and fix a best course content for you guys.
Okay, fine, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, even you guys can visit AGSRT.com, our website, where all the course contents are there, and you can look for it.
Hello. Sorry, sir. Actually, I completed course for 6 months,
Oh,
but still I'm unable to customize the tools. Actually, I have 10 year
yeah.
experience in GIS.
Like you are done course from where?
In Pune,
Pune.
some institute. Yes.
Okay. What language you learn?
Python and C,
Python and C.
C plus. Yes.
So, like, what issues like you're facing?
Uh, there are some advanced technology like AI and all. As
Uh,
per requirement, I can't create a customized tool.
okay, so like you learn geospatial libraries in your training, or you learn just Python?
Uh, Basically, I learn Panda.
Okay, not GeoPanda, right?
Yes, GeoPanda.
GeoPanda or Panda?
GeoPanda.
And any other libraries?
No, I have not tried about other libraries.
Yeah, because there are almost 10 to 15 libraries we are teaching.
Yes.
GeoPanda is one of the library. Say, this is more for the vector processing and bulk
Yes.
processing. When it comes to raster, you have to use raster view.
Mm-hmm.
For the statistical analysis, you have to use NumPy. You have SkyCase, Pi projects. You know, uh,
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of libraries for each purpose.
Okay.
So now for machine learning, we use TensorFlow.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, there are different libraries for different purpose. So you should know multiple libraries. That is very important. So might be the problem, but you may can explore yourself. I mean, if you're good in coding, but yeah, learning only GeoPanda won't help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to explore multiple libraries to complete your task.
Okay. I need to learn all languages like C plus, C sharp,
No, no,
.NET.
not required. Not required. I mean, if you're working with Python, it is more than sufficient.
Only Panda will work for customize the tool in ArcGIS, QGIS.
RGS you have to do with ArcPy, not GeoPanda.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a might be you have a confusion. RGS anything you have to do with Python. There is a separate library called ArcPy.
Yes.
Now we train that also. Because
Mm-hmm.
ArcPy and GeoPanda, there is no comparison. I mean, you cannot GeoPanda in RGS. So
Okay.
GeoPanda is where you don't need any software. RGS or QGS you can do in Python environment itself.
Okay.
Okay, so that
But
is where a lot of companies use that.
now you've shown the NDY processing. The already tool is present in ERDAS and ArcGIS also. So why we are using the programming in the NDY processing?
Google Earth.
Sorry.
No, I didn't get. Can you repeat the question again?
Just you shown the NDY processing using GeoServer processing
No, that is not the
No, no, it was
case.
Google Earth engine.
using the codes.
Google Earth Engine.
Yes, yes.
So
But in ArcGIS, there is already present the tool NDVI processing.
no, that the reason why we go for Google Earth Engine
Mm-hmm.
or even QGIS, because there are a
Mm-hmm.
lot of companies you have to think commercially or business perspective.
Mm-hmm.
RGS single license will cost you around 20 lakhs.
Mm-hmm.
20 lakhs. Okay. So 10 employees are working in a company. They
Mm-hmm.
have to spend almost 2 CR to do the project.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the same thing when you can do with open source, so why do you need why root license?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so RGS it's really good for data processing, digitization work, or parcel mapping. But when it comes to remote sensing,
Mm-hmm.
Google Earth Engine is best because you can do advanced remote sensing process.
Okay.
Yes, and you don't need to download any satellite images. You have multiple satellite images available at a time.
Okay.
Google Earth Engine, we can call it through the programming, and we
Okay.
can process it. I mean, you can see that we have done 5 years of analysis at TV. At the time, we also done a classification as well. So
Okay.
if you do this in the RGSA, like it will
Mm-hmm.
take at least a week time to process that. The
Yes. Need
same
to.
process we can do in a day.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the automation it's faster and there are a lot of scope in this.
Yes. I understood this.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, okay. The another person asked a question. Now, okay, sorry for. Oh, now I'm pursuing in C, C++, Python for help to GIS offer like QGIS. Okay, 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 okay. Guys, anyone having a doubt? Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
No, actually, no.
No, ma'am. Could you
Yeah, you are.
please show that resume or show that resume format?
Okay, okay. Citizen, do you have any resume related that? I don't have even in my laptop right now.
Yeah, Archana will help you out with this. Anyway, you are in with us. So you can contact us after this webinar. So don't worry about it. We'll help you out with the preparation of resume. And
Thank you
we
so much, sir.
also have the mock interviews and resume preparation if any interview happens. So that we always do for our students. So don't worry about it. We'll take care of.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Uh, Sir, Piyush, Professor, do you have any issues regarding this class? Do you have any doubt? No?
No, I don't have actually. I just want to be connect with you. I just want to show you my that resume as I told you.
Okay, okay.
I think
We will look for it.
Yeah, yeah.
resume may help in that.
Okay, okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
So Impana is
Yeah, sir. How to stop?
yeah. There is one more question. I know RGS and RGS Pro, but I want to know about creating tools in RGS. So what should I do? Creating tools in RGS, you have to learn Python and you have to use ArcPy library for that. Impanya, do you have any examples related to RGS to show this
Yes,
type?
Axis tool I don't have, sir. QGIS only I have tools.
Okay, I mean anything, any examples?
Show me, sir, like that kind, right, sir?
Yeah, maybe you can show them the console how you can do
Okay.
Python, RGS Pro or Arc.
Okay, sir. Okay. I have one code actually. I can't run because I don't have access for ASP5 right now.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. Question yes, well, okay. Okay, so what is your background? Like education background?
Hello.
Yeah, education.
Sir, I recently complete my MSc in geology.
Okay. And uh, so
Having
you learn
experience
it
in
after GIS software?
Yeah, sir, I know QGIS and ArcGIS.
Okay. QGIS energies like into what level? Like basics or advanced level?
yeah.
Mid level.
Okay.
I am
So
recently working. I am recently taking boot camp on QGIS and ArcGIS.
uh,
Deep.
yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, please continue.
So we will finish first Yogesh. So Yogesh, this is the course. I mean, this is something which we are discussing here. Uh, so GIS is not getting over in desktop. Okay, so a lot of people have this myth that okay, learning ArcGIS and QGIS like something we have done with GIS part. Uh, Unfortunately, like in India, from college level, they are not giving so much of skill set which can track good jobs. I'm talking about high skill and high paid jobs. So the problem what we are seeing in the industry in India, like they are more getting into the digitization work. They are like you don't need much skills. I mean, you just need to know the basics of basics tools of RGS and QGS, where you just create the maps. Okay, by doing digitization work, but there you won't be able to get much growth in the industry. Maybe after 2 or 3 years you may get earn, but after that your growth will be stagnant. Okay, so whereas in other countries who's using geospatial to the next level, their education system is well upgraded. Now, for example, if you see the same MSc Geography, Geology courses in European universities or US, Canada, Australia, they all have this Python skills, everything included. So, uh, this languages become common for all the people. Okay, but still in India, a lot of people think, okay, languages is only for computer science people. What is a myth? It is changed because the entire world is now rolling with AI and ML concept of data science. So everywhere we started using programming. Okay, so learning this is only give you a boost in your career and having more skills, you can earn more in the industry. You can get best jobs in the industry, research oriented or IT oriented. And the advantage is from geospatial, you can get jobs both in government sector and private sector. I think there is no technology like you can get jobs in both the sector, but yeah, GIs have that opportunity that you can get jobs in state government, central government, private sectors, anywhere in this world, any countries also, because all the countries use geospatial. So that is a opportunity, and you get at least at a time 100%, 200% better salaries, and is go for the developed countries because they use geospatial more than India as of now. But yeah, India, there is a demand rising up from past 5, 6 years. What I can see, I'm into this industry from 17 years. So I mean, I've seen the growth in India from past 6 years. Yeah, it is booming, and the next 5, 10 years, you can see a lot of people or a lot of companies still coming into this industry. Yeah, I hope Yogesh, I cleared your question.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, actually, Neha, she is asking to enroll in ARC-5.
Yeah, Neha, we will talk to you regarding this. We have internship and courses regarding this R5. So that is what I said. We have different types of courses related to programming, which you somebody want to upgrade the skills. So we can definitely help you out in this part. Maybe after webinar, we will touch with you those who are wanted to learn or know about the courses what we do. And we definitely provide internship for all the courses. Is, we also work in the project, so you will get hands-on experience.
Yeah, because that hands-on practice is very important. The real of experience.
Yeah, yeah.
As I
So,
did some
you can't become a programmer
yes.
or any field. I mean, even to learn RGS, QGS also, there are like 50 to 100 tools are there, and
Yeah.
without doing hands-on, even if you go for an interview, you may get failed because they're gonna ask you random questions, real world scenarios. So it's gonna be very difficult.
Yes.
Sir, is there any opportunity remote internship?
It can be, uh, but we have certain condition with remote internship where you have to spend uh, 8 hours of like how we work, and we have to work with the team, and we'll be monitoring your work also. So 2 hours won't be possible to help you out because since you are in remote area, location as an intern, it's quite difficult to help support you. So what we request is something if we can spend 6 hours a day, then we can definitely add you in the internship part.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, sir. I'm Pranuti from Maharashtra, Pune.
Okay.
I'm working in environment sector. I have completed my master's in environment science and I have
Nice.
basic knowledge about QGIS and ArcGIS.
Uh,
But I'm looking for the Arc Pro and ArcPy, where I learn for Python and ML in ArcGIS and remote sensing. So, uh, can
yeah.
you suggest me the courses where I boost my career in Arc Pro and develop ArcGIS development? Like,
I will suggest you since you have an environment background, you can, yeah, RGS Pro is the best software. There's no doubt. But environment, it is more going towards research side, right? So learning
yes.
RGS Pro is something compulsory for anybody getting into geospatial. They have to know. Uh, and then, but when since you are in from environment, there is something called open source software you have to test, which we already showed a demo. Google Earth Engine is an essential tool for environmentalists. We showed something about a forest story. That example, what Impana was showing, it is one of the national park of uh, Bangalore. It's called Banagata National Park. It is very close to the urban cities, and we were actually trying to do analysis in the VA where in past 10 years, whatever changes happened over the forest and the percentage of that. And it was very easy for us to do. I mean, so learning Google Earth Engine is very important nowadays for advanced remote sensing purpose. Plus, QGIS is handy because if I compare it with the digitization process, ArcMap is always good, ArcGIS Pro, whatever. But when it comes to, again, remote sensing and accessing open source softwares or open source, I mean, you have more freedom in QGIS to access like Google Maps or any kind of. But when it comes to RGS Pro, they will only allow you to use their own plugins and their own software. So the freedom of usage may get limited. Okay, but for the commercial project, RGS Pro is good, and most of the private organization go with that. Say like you wanna work for a government organization, you, most of the time they're gonna use open source software only. So learning multiple software, multiple skills, uh, and you don't need to worry about in interviews because we don't know, like, you say like some X and Y company called, maybe you got in 3 interviews. In that one company may use ArcGIS Pro, one company may can use only PostgreSQL, and one company may can use only Google Earth Engine. Okay. So now when you have multiple skill, you don't need to worry about because the process is same, and based on the skills of company or based on their fund, they may go for open source. Those companies have enough fund, they may go with RGS Pro. Because I told you one point, R Pro is very costly. 20 lakhs for their desktop software, around 20 lakhs. And if you wanted to deal with enterprise like RGS Online or RGS Server, it is around 80 lakhs per license. Okay. So a lot of companies will think twice to buy that license to do some projects.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Can I get your number so I can call you about the course and other details?
We will
So I
we
can
will
join.
connect you. I mean, like to everybody after the webinar. So we have all the contact details. So through that we will be in touch with you guys.
Okay. And can we schedule the course by our office after office hours?
Yeah, we have different flexible timing for the professionals. Like early morning, we have batches 7 to 9, and then evening also we have batches 7 to 9 and 8 to 10 also we have.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sir, the student Kavita asked, do we learn machine learning and model building and visual interpretation in this course?
Yeah, yeah, because we use Python where we teach you both AI and ML concept.
Yeah.
So we use TensorFlow for machine learning process. We'll teach you the algorithm and libraries too. Uh, where yeah, the main is when we touch machine learning, deep learning process, you have to do that coding, which may take time, but is a little tougher part to learn for a beginner. But if you do couple of internship and projects, it's gonna be easy for you.
Okay, Mithun, one more inquiry is there. Can you just check?
Yeah,
Sangeeta Kumar.
Sanjeev.
Sangeeta Kumar.
Total experience 60 years. So an assembly of the items, basic example. Okay, Sanjeev. Yeah, I mean, we didn't prepare unfortunately for RPI, but maybe Impana, do you have any examples?
For regarding what?
RPI console.
ASPI console. ASPI console I don't have, sir. Actually, I'm working in open source math side.
No, you haven't prepared anything?
That one automation actually code only prepared I actually.
Okay,
GIS
Sanjeev,
automation.
I'll do one thing after this because we have prepared this entire webinar for with open source. Yeah, QGIS also fine. So Impana, you can just show something in QGIS console.
Okay, QGIS console.
Yeah.
Okay. So can I show some actually this is actually part of the course. This is
Yeah,
yeah.
no
For
problem.
creation of tool I created this is actually backend code of the tool actually.
Yeah, you just want to understand.
Yeah. First, what it is happening here, it is see what she wants, sir. Actually, I didn't get.
So you can see the chat here, messaged here.
Okay.
You just want to understand like how the console work when QPy or RPy.
Okay. How the tools work? He is asking, right?
I mean, like basically what we do with the Python, like in the software like RGS or QGIS.
Okay. 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 Here actually, I wrote a backend code. Actually, I told him.
Yeah, share the screen. Impana.
Okay. Okay, sir. I forgot that. Okay. Okay. Sir, it is visible now?
Yeah.
Oh. This is actually backend code I wrote for that tool I already showed in class, that one raster area calculator. This is actually for calculating the valid data inside the data, like a raster image and all. We have to calculate the valid pixel data. I created the one tool. Here, how it is going to be working, I'm just importing the input layer. This IPS is actually user interface. It is actually adding the widget using this method. After I call the input layer, then I'm just actually, this is input layer, I just merged it with the dot diff. Actually, it is only taking the dot diff images, like raster images. After that output layer path, it is actually storing the some CSV file. It is generating one CSV report and it is saving in the output layer path. It is actually, I created one console. Here actually I created one dialog box. I called from here actually, that one raster area calculator. Here actually I created one class for that one tool. After that, using that one interface, I just calling here IPS. Okay. 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 Then what it is happening, it is the adding the input layer. After that, it is actually opening the saving the what we are actually calculating the area. That and all, it is actually storing in the CSV file. After that, it is calculating the area of the valid pixel cell. Here we can see here what it is happening. It is actually if there is any no data value inside the raster image, it is actually avoiding that pixel, and it is actually giving only the valid pixel data. Totally what we are actually calculating, we are calculating the valid pixel total area. Here I am just using some method for calculating the area. I just took the example. If you are calculating the raster data tile, we have to calculate with single pixel tile into total number of count, total number of valid count. After that, I got the output. Here I gave some condition. Somehow what it is happening, CRS raster data unit is actually in meter. That time it is actually calculation part is different. Like that we have to give different kind of condition for each part of the CRS unit. After that I just calculating the total area of the whole data. Like that what I am doing, I am just giving the multiple, I just give this condition for multiple layers. Here actually what I given for the multiple layer. It is actually connecting with the OS path dot base name. It is connecting with the directory and it is actually selecting the multiple files. After that it is calculating the area. Then it is generating the report in the CSV file. Okay, I showed you in class itself. It is actually working how it is working. Here I'm just taking a multiple layer. I just give a condition in widget. I just select multiple layers. Okay, once you are selecting all the layers, what it is happening, it is actually automatically calculating the area. I just mentioned the path, final CSV report like that. Then what it is happening, if you are saving this file, after you are click on the button, it is generating the report. Like here we get a multiple file generated report. Likewise, we have to create tools and all using Python in QGIS. Okay. Uh, are you got the call? How we can create the console application in open source? Hello.
Yes, I got the point. Right, exactly what you are doing. I just basically I understood like what it will helps.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Then,
Yeah, I think Sangeet have another question, right? Like, you want to switch from Ola with 4 years of experience.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, so you know the software like RGS Pro and QGS?
Yeah, yeah. Basically, my background is from geoinformatics.
Okay, okay.
So that I know QGIS, RGS. RGS Pro is nothing related to like ArcMap only, right? So basically, the tools
Yeah, it
I
is
know
related,
exactly.
but it's the latest
Uh,
version of
that's a
ESP,
little
right?
bit
The complete experience.
advanced thing, right? Uh,
Yes, 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 yes.
yeah, so that I don't have hands-on experience in RGS Pro, but I know the tools. It's similar to ArcMap, so that I know.
It is similar, but the complete user interface is changed, and there are new advanced tools came like BIM and GIS integration. And then 3D, you can directly access the 3D mapping, and you can also work with maps inside RGS Pro, like connecting with RGS Online. So there are like a lot of integration they have done it more dynamic ways. And yeah, now again Python console also little bit changed.
Perhaps I have hands-on experience.
Yeah, yeah. So web maps we teach actually RGS Online Enterprise.
Yeah, yeah. Hello.
Okay, so you have to if you want to switch, like maybe you can upgrade your skill more into the Python side with the spatial libraries and database skills. And since you said you already worked in web maps, then that is enough. But this is something like in complete architecture part. If you cover, you can get better package and it's easy to crack because you already have 4 years experience.
Exactly what I should need to upgrade my skills.
The architecture part. So which Impana showed you.
It's
Yeah, can you
console
do
related things,
that,
right?
right?
Yes, sir.
1 second, we'll show you that.
Sir, is it visible?
And the skills, what it required. I mean, you had another slide. Shows clearly. Impana,
Yes, sir. Am I audible? This one, sir, you are telling?
yeah, this one. So you can now tell me like what are the things you know, like now the skills.
Yeah, yeah. First three things, RGS Pro, QGS, those things I know.
Uh,
Other than that, I don't have experience.
yeah, so this is what you have to now upgrade. Python with the libraries, what we were discussing in this webinar. And then you have to understand the middleware of GIS. That middleware, I mean, it's an architecture part where it's come along with the database and server. Now,
Okay.
you can learn any database, like different companies use their own, Oracle use their own database, IBM also use their own database. But again, learning one database is more than enough. We can work. I mean, the concept is going to be same. Why we use PostgreSQL? Because it is having more than 1,000 functionality of GIS, and it is one of the best for geospatial database concept. So it is having a PostgreSQL bundle libraries, and that is why I'm telling. It is very useful. A lot of companies use it alone without having license of ArcGIS or QGIS. They just process the entire things, map preparation, all the analysis. They do it just with PostGIS. It's very stronger database with that extension PostGIS. GeoServer is an open source server similar to ArcGIS Online, like for useful for creating web map services, web feature services, and then we can link to the JavaScript API mode, like for web map application development or to store your data secure. And C sharp, C++, something which get you more into the pure backend side, like QGIS is completely developed in C++. So, I mean, in case somebody wanted to customize after research, you have to learn C++. This is something, yeah, if you are from a programming background, you can go ahead with. It's like I say, yeah, it is an option. It is seriously a interested towards programming, then go for C++, or you can learn Java also, or .NET, because sir, I use more .NET part. And to QGIS, I use C++.
Yeah, I have one question. It's like
Yeah.
recently I have given the interview in some Accenture MNC company. Like what I have expected is like recently I have experience in analyst side, right? 4 years. They are expecting like web apps, builders, those things. Is there any course?
Okay, web app builder comes under ESRI platform, where you need a JavaScript API skill. There are two ways you can do with web app builder. Like, yeah, tell me, Sanket.
Yeah. The thing is like they have expected RGS customization also mainly, but I don't have enough hands-on experience, right? So that is from your side, any course you guys providing? So I just want to know.
Yes, sir, we have it. We have RGS customization. One is RGS JavaScript API training, something you have to learn first. JavaScript API, and also a couple of languages you have to get familiar, like React, and you have to get familiar with enterprise servers, uh, so that you can work on the back end. And SDK, RGS SDK. We have course, so I think we can discuss. I can send you information content, and you can have a look on it. And if you're interested, then we can forward towards that.
Thanks, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjay. Yeah. Okay.
Sir, Aruna, तुम्हारे share करो.
No, I don't know what it is.
Sorry, sir.
No, it's
But
yeah. But
Okay.
sure. Yeah, in Venice, so you have anything like, so,
Okay.
or you can continue.
Okay. Okay, so do you have any doubt regarding the PPTs and all what we discussed and all? Anyone? I think Piyush Dubey sir, he is telling to share his screen, I guess. Hello? Sir, am I
Yeah.
audible?
Yeah.
you're audible.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Impana, I can continue.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, hello.
He is telling to share his screen for actually making resume and all.
No, I already shared with the Satya, I think. Satya is there, yeah.
Yeah, Piyush, we will look on it. We'll have a discussion after that.
Okay. So, actually, Satyaranjan, yeah, so he messaged something. Yeah, already shared with the Satyaranjan, actually. So, I hope.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Actually, what I have to tell, I don't know how much I conveyed you people, but the coding part, what I have to take, I actually done with that. Actually, for my experience as a GIS developer, it is actually first when I entered into the field, that time it is actually a bit difficulty. That now actually it is going with one flow. Like I'm also expecting the people, some people that actually don't know anything when they came actually GIS. For example, for me own itself, if I'm in MSc itself, I don't know anything about GIS role, GIS development role and all. That's why we conduct this webinar. That is actually, I guess, it is helpful for some people if you want to enroll in developing role, or else I think so it may helpful for your future. That's why I actually selected this topic. I hope so it is actually conveyed to you. Do you have anything else doubts regarding this session? Hello?
I think all are clear.
Yes.
So we can wind up, I guess. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for the participation, and we'll share the feedback. So please give your valuable feedback over this webinar so that we can